Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy SAG, aka SAG, and you'll have to excuse my hair. Just took the dog for a walk. That's why she's over at the door where it's wet, and she's being a terror over here. Hey, Goober. Goober. Hey. Goober. Say hi. No? Okay, she's apparently too busy too. Anyway guys, it is hot. So anyway, I did a very quick impromptu vlog hanging out with SAG. Not really much going on here right now. Just kind of taking it easy on my day off. Anyway, what's going on? What happened this week? Not a whole lot. Just been working, playing some games, relaxing. Oh, one thing I will say, and it will be kind of like a rant, because if you guys follow me on Twitter, I kind of went to Comcast on a little bit of a rant. My internet's been working like crap lately. So what did I do about that? Basically what happened was I called. I was finally getting sick of it. We've reset the modem, restarted it. So finally I called while my wife was at work, and I woke up after my mid-morning nap. But anyway, I called Comcast and was saying, hey, I need some internet help, some internet troubleshooting. And so I got in touch with a very nice lady who actually helped me a lot. She was very informative. She said, look, I explained to her that I'm running at like, I think the speed was like, on a good day, 5 Mbps download and like 15 upload, which is weird because your upload is always supposed to be smaller than your download, technically speaking. So what I pay for is like 105 Mbps, and what I didn't know is that if you use Wi-Fi you get about half of that. But on top of that, she was telling me that even though you aren't using the certain things, it's still using the internet. It's still the Wi-Fi, the router still looks at it as it's using the internet. So she said she counted a list of like 10 things on the router that was being used to pull the Wi-Fi, and I didn't even know was being used. And she was saying that it was 10 things, and she said that the Wi-Fi router that we have usually it can hold up to 6 to 8 things. Well, as you see here, we have a problem. Number one. Number two, we're using it when we don't need to. So I asked her if she could see what it was. She listed off, she listed off all the things. And she explained to me that you have to turn the Wi-Fi off, then shut down the device to have the router not recognize it. So that was very helpful for me. On top of that, she was still saying that even though that's going to happen, she's going to run a diagnostic inside the router to see if there's any problems. And she said that basically that we were not up to date with our firmware, which is supposed to automatically reset or update on when it comes out. So basically, she's doing a diagnostic, and she was like, well, even though that's helping a little, it's still going to be running like crap, because inside your modem there's a defective, I forgot what she said it was, but it's a defective something that was affecting our download speed. And at night we would sit there and my wife and I would only be on either our phones or our iPads. And she was basically telling me that the reason why we're not getting the download speed that we're supposed to is that there's something defective inside the modem. The only solution is that we have to go turn the modem in and get a new one. So she said that basically all we have to do is bring the power cord and the modem, and they'll exchange it for your charge. So we do that. My wife had off work on Wednesday. I believe it was Yom Kippur. I'm not entirely sure. But all the public schools down here had off. So we took that time when she got back from a art lesson after I took a nap from work, we took that time to go to Comcast and get this resolved right away. We go in at about 1 o'clock. We wait in line. We were about 5 people in line, and this lady was sitting there arguing, having a really bad time with them and having all sorts of deals. And I understand that certain situations people don't understand, and I was like, man, this lady's crazy. We get our modem. The guy was very helpful, very nice, and we got our modem. We're like, all right, let's stop off for lunch while we're out, like a late lunch, early dinner. We stopped at Chick-fil-A, got a sandwich and some fries, and came home. A large cherry Coke, no ice. Guys, that cherry Coke is on point. But we come home, and we go to hook it up. We got the install booklet out, and I go to plug it in, and the router's not showing any signs of power. So I'm like, that's weird. And I'm like, well, it's showing that we have to have it hooked up to a computer, but we didn't hook it up with a computer, as well as Macs do not come with the Ethernet adapter into the computer. At least MacBook Airs and MacBook Pros don't. And so we're sitting there, we're like, okay, well, we got a call set up. Well, we're having trouble even setting it up, so we called the technical support line. The guy tells us, as he's looking at the modem, he goes, you guys have a defective modem. And we're like, what do you mean we have a defective modem? We just got a replacement at Comcast. What, you telling me we got a defective modem? The guy's like, yeah, you have a defective modem. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So this is at like 2:30 that we've dealt with this. We waited in line already at 45 minutes at Comcast already. We are on the phone with this guy. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, it should work. I don't know why. I apologize. I understand it's frustrating. I told him, I was like, look, we've had so many issues with this. I don't need your sympathy. I don't need your apologies. I just need a solution. And again, he's like, oh, and I told him, I was like, I'm fed up with it. My wife and I are fed up. We're either not paying, we're going to cancel the bill, and we're not going to pay for it because we're not getting the service provided to us, or you can provide us the service we pay for. One of the two. You made the decision. And he's like, oh, I told him, he started going on the sorry, sympathize. I said, stop. I was like, I'm sure you have this whole spiel that you have to follow as far as Comcast gives you to say to us. I don't care about it. I don't care that you're sorry. I don't want to hear it because it's making me even more and more mad, because the fact of the matter is he's just straight up lying that he doesn't care. So I'm like, I don't want your sorries. I don't want you to say it again. I'm done hearing it. I just want something that works. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, so what do we have to do? He goes, well, you can go back, get a replacement. I'm like, so you tell me, not only did we already spend an hour at Comcast, but we got to go back, wait in line, and wait for us to get a modem who possibly could have the same problem, and wait in line for this? He's like, well, there's no that we can have a technician come out. I was like, no, we're not doing this technician crap. I'm not waiting months on end. I was like, well, what happens if we get the modem and it doesn't work? He goes, well, if you still have problems, we'll have to schedule with the technician. And I was like, well, he's like, I can see when my next available technician is. And I was like, no, we're not scheduling this meeting, because I tell you what, if it's not working, we're canceling our service. He's like, oh, I don't want that. While you go, do you want a technician? And this whole time he's got like, he's professional about it, but at the same time I'm just so pissed off that I'm through with it. So we go. He's like, oh, well, do you want me to schedule a technician while you're waiting? And we're already on the way to Comcast with our defective modem. I said, unless you're getting that today, unless we can get the technician today at 5 o'clock, I don't want you to schedule anything, because if we go there and it doesn't work, we're canceling. He goes, okay, so I'm not going to schedule it, because I knew for a fact it would have taken months and months for the next available technician to come out. And I'm not waiting months and months on internet that I pay for. So We go in, we're waiting in line again. There's 5 more people in front of us. And we're pissed at this point. And so we wait another 45 minutes, finally get up to the window, and I warned the lady before we even get into it. I was like, look, if I start yelling, if I start cursing, I apologize in advance. I'm not doing this towards you. I'm doing it towards the service here. I was like, we literally just left 2 hours ago to pick up a new modem here, and you guys gave us a defective one. We need a replacement modem that works. We are not leaving until we plug in the power cord to show that it works, because this modem didn't even turn on for the power. Lady's like, oh no, I'm sorry. I was like, no, I don't. I was like, look, I don't want you to apologize. I just want something that works. So she goes in the back, gets us a new modem. This thing was massive. This thing was like literally this big. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. That big, that wide. And then she looks at it and she goes, and my wife's like, well, that's not the one we had last time. And I was like, you know? And she's like, oh, you're right. You have this type of internet. You have to have this. So she gets us a smaller one that's like that big. So, excuse the dogs out. We hear that every day. So she gets a new modem out. She gets us a power cord that comes with it, and she gives us an Ethernet cord, which the guy last time didn't give us an Ethernet cord. This modem is sealed, as it should be, but we didn't get it sealed last time. We got it in a bag, and I told her, I was like, well, we're not leaving until we find out that there's power that actually works to this. So she goes, well, we don't have any power plugs back here behind the counter. You're going to have to plug it out there in the lobby to see if it works. She's like, well, there's an outlet right there, and points to the nearest wall. And there was a guy sitting down, and the guy was nice enough to ask if he'd like me to move so we could switch seats so I could sit there and watch it come on. I was like, no, sir, you don't need to move. I just need to plug it in and see if it works. So I plug it in, nothing. The lady's already helping a new person, and I'm right beside the window. I'm not moving. I'm not done being helped, and you're just going to move on like that? No, I don't think so. You help until the service is completed. So, lady there, no thank you. And I was like, ma'am, it's not coming on. And so the middle teller is like, well, sir, you have to give it a couple minutes. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a couple minutes. She sees where I plug it in at. The lady who told me to plug it in at is looking at me. So I'm just sitting there. I was like, all right, I'll wait a couple minutes. 5 minutes later, still hasn't come on. I'm like, excuse me, this isn't coming on. You gave us another defective one. And the middle teller goes, sir, that wall doesn't have power. I was like, are you kidding me? And she's like, I was like, what's wrong with it? She goes, we're having construction done inside, and we're having that wall, the wires being rewired. And so that outlet doesn't work. And I look at him like, you couldn't tell me this like 5 minutes ago while we were waiting? You see us waiting here. This lady tells us to plug it in right there. What's going on? And I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll plug it in somewhere else. So I take the power cord out. I get ready to pay it with the electric bill is on the other side, the other side of the building. And she goes, sir, please don't plug it in there. She's like, let me plug it in back here. And I thought she was going to take it out in the back to where I can't see where it is and plug it in and say it works. I was like, no, I need proof. I need others to see proof. I was like, I'm going to plug it in here. And she's like, sir, I really can't have you doing that. Let me plug it in right here. Oh, apparently now there's plugs behind the counter? Would have been great if the lady at the far end would have been able to do that. So they plug it in. Power button comes on. I'm like, yes, thank goodness. We get home. We plug everything in, but it's running slow. So we're on the phone with Comcast. We're expressing how pissed off we are. Again, calling them again. This is 5 hours in. We are it's close to 6 o'clock at this time. And I called to set it up. I tell them, I'm like, look, we're getting this set up today or we're canceling today. And the lady's like, you know, I'm sorry, let me transfer you over because what we have done is up to my full ability. I'm going to have to transfer you to someone else, which she did. She did a good job. She transferred me to someone who knew exactly what was going on. They talked us through the steps. I was happy with it. She got our internet working. She got our internet working great. And guys, I have been having, the past 2 days, I've been having amazing fun on PlayStation because it actually works at night When my wife and I are on our phones, on our iPads, it works. When my wife's on her work computer, it works. When I'm editing videos, it works. It's amazing internet. As you guys can tell, we are already 6-7 devices in, and we don't plan on using much more. So needless to say, the internet there's a Ethernet cord hooked up to my PlayStation. I'm getting an even greater signal than I was ever before. Excuse me on the gas, you know what I'm saying? Just rude people in the video. Anyway, what are you gonna get? You know, you're outside. But anyway, that's the ordeal we had to deal with at Comcast. Having a lot of fun gaming. The clan that I'm in now, Chaotic Gaming, we decide. This is the type of people that live in my community right here. There's a stop sign right there. Anyway, Chaotic Gaming decides to forego the battle royale, just because it seems kind of like everybody's just doing their own thing right now, and which we're all having fun still together and communicating, but it's just we're kind of doing our own thing. Advanced Warfare is kind of taking its toll. We're waiting for Black Ops 3, which seems a lot. Just got paid today, so paying off some bills. Might be bringing you Until Dawn when I get it, if I'm able to get it. Got to see how much my wife's manicure and pedicure is tomorrow, because I'm being a nice husband and I owe her back money. So she said, instead of paying me back, why don't you pay for my nails getting done? I'm like, alright, you know, that's fair. So going to see how much that is and see if I'm going to be able to get Until Dawn. Gonna go work out tomorrow. I got to get my oil changed, so after I get off work at 3, got to come home, change real quick, go to Goodyear to get it changed, and so there's that. But life's good right now. It's really hot, so I'm about to go in and shower and cool off, and might try a new restaurant, one of those like kind of like Japanese, Chinese kind of deal. Holy crap. Anyway, let me just do that. Sorry my hair looks like crap right now, guys. I have been extremely sweaty. I've been taking this little mutt for a walk all day. But that's about it, guys. A little bit of a rant. Might get Until Dawn, maybe. Hopefully soon enough. Been editing videos all day, so working on some Madden Ultimate Team, some Draft Champions. Might get some embarrassing stories next week. Not entirely sure, but I've been playing a lot of Madden lately. Been having a lot of fun with it. Building up my Ultimate Team, so looking good there. But with that being said, guys, leave a like if you did. Comment if you want. Please comment below, because I love hearing what you guys think about things, regardless of if this video, what happened. Oh, another thing. We did go to Halloween Horror Nights. It was amazing. Super fun. Super awesome. I haven't got a chance to edit videos. This whole internet thing has been just, it's upset me so much that I didn't really want to work on videos. So, Tuesday and Wednesday, we kind of skipped that. We had one last night. Well, actually this morning, because last night's video, the computer actually had a problem uploading it. So it's on today. This will come up in about 6 or so, Eastern Standard Time. But, going to try to edit all the vlog for the Halloween Horror Nights and bring that to you next week. It takes Saturday and Sunday to edit my videos. I take it off to edit videos, to get everything in order, think about things, and also do stuff around the house that needs to be done. But with that being said, guys, I gotta go. Hope you enjoyed these. Please let me know if you do, if you want me to stop, you know, if you want anything, if there's any suggestions as to what I do differently, please don't hesitate to tell me. Contact me on Twitter if you like. The link in the description is below, as well as my channel. If you guys, please watch the videos, whichever ones you like the most. If there's ones you don't have to watch them. I'm not going to beg you to watch my videos. I just do it out of enjoyment, and if you guys enjoy them, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the views and all the followers I've got so far, subscribers, whatever you want to say. I appreciate that. And guys, I just want to thank you for basically let me have fun. Let me have fun and then sharing it with you guys. I'm going to do it regardless, But the fact is, I see you guys watching my videos, and I see you guys enjoying them every now and then. That's all that I can do. And if you have any constructive criticisms, please don't hesitate to tell me. But I feel like I'm either going swimming or I'm taking a shower. One of the two, but I'll see you guys next week. Peace.